good morning. Today's 71. It's been a bit rainy this morning. It's my daughter's birthday, 16th birthday. So happy birthday, Brookster. Love you loads. I'm about to go home and spend some time with her, which will be great. But anyway, I'm here. It's 9 o'clock. It's very foggy because obviously the rain's been in, which is a real pain. All the guys are cracking on. Last night obviously we had a late one because the concrete guys didn't turn up till late. But this was the result of last night. Obviously we poured the concrete pad for the irrigation and swimming pool pump room, and the blocks are on there because today they'll be blocking that up, ideally well, it needs to be 8 foot-ish, but if they can try and get to about 4 foot today, that'd be good. But I think they'll probably be trying to target them deeper than that. They're obviously putting the lines through to make sure to get that right. As you can see, the lines are being pulled just there. See that little fishing wire? That helps them understand how they need to pull. But one thing that was discussed last night, which I think is a bloody good idea because it's expensive, we don't do it, is that these side returns, this is the patio. Hi, morning, how are you? This is basically the patio area. So above there, obviously where he's standing, across is where the actual pool and the patio is going to go across. But these areas are going to be filled with marl, compacted, at a huge cost and a huge amount of time. And then there's just going to be a concrete slab put on top. So we discussed last night about pouring a slab in here and doing the same here, taking a doorway out here. Obviously we've got nothing there at the moment, but because obviously we've been accessing the basement from here, we'll put a doorway there. And again on this side, this is going to be another 10 foot by 40 foot. We'll use these two rooms as storage. So concrete slab, doorway behind, two quite huge areas for storage. So that's the plan today. So I need to make sure the site manager got my WhatsApp last night and he's aware that we start preparing that today, because that's going to be quite an important part. One, we don't want to land up concreting blocks anymore if we're going to land up putting doorways in. Two, we've got prepared the footings because we're going to start looking at pouring that this week as well. So I'll take you into the basement as well. Now we've got some light, we can see what we did. You might also be able to see some of the negative to that. So last night with the concrete guy here, we finished off pouring these. So this is the concrete that was mixed and poured yesterday, and this is the concrete from the machine last night we put in. So number one, you can see the smock, 2-inch smock coming through. You shouldn't be able to see a 2-inch smock, that should be 3-inch. So there's an issue there, and also because it didn't vibrate. That's what happens when you don't vibrate. So if that's like that on the other side, we have an issue. We also have two other ones here as well, one there and one here. And then we've got the 3 columns they are boxing at the moment, which is the one in the middle we talked about yesterday. They have to edit because they were going to go and use 2-inch smocks again. So it works out that they've actually got to build that full pillar because they've made the rebar too close to the outside, which means they can't get a 3-inch smock in. It's got to be 3 inches away from the outside, otherwise the salt water can penetrate the concrete and hit the steel. If it hits the steel, it corrodes, it rusts, and then it blows. So they've got to take that out and rebuild it, which is a pain. But that's what happens when you don't read the drawings properly. So we'll actually keep this entrance here open and make a doorway there, which will go into a new storage area, which is good. So today I think they're unboxing the pillars they poured yesterday, and obviously these ones here. In fact, sorry, they did those on Monday. So they're going to unbox those, and also they did these 4 yesterday as well, so they're going to unbox those. Again, they didn't vibrate those, so I hope that they poured down right. If not, again, another minor issue that they've got to contend with. And then today what they've also got to do, which I found out yesterday, they haven't poured the block holes to make it a solid wall on that wall there or the southern wall. So they're going to have to do that again today as well. So quite a bit of work to do today. So I'm going to speak to the site manager, make sure he's aware of all the things that we need to catch up on, and also just find out from him what he thinks the plan is for the guys today, which pretty much is what I said it is. So, but anyway, I'm going to be off. Obviously it's Brooke's birthday. Other than that, I'll update you throughout the day. Fingers crossed the rain holds off. Please God. So I've just returned. It is 20 to 6. Have a quick look what the boys have done today. There's the time-lapse camera up on the corner there. You can just about see it. So I've done a little bit of block work there in the corner. It looks like they poured that corner there. Okay, wow. Some block work up in the pool area, which I'll show you. More marl, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, so let's have a look in here. The basement, they finished off blocking up the actual holes at the end, columns even. They blocked up that column as well, which is the big monster. They've got the formwork going in, by the looks of it, for the upstairs beams, which is what all of these are here. There's beams that are going to be going, there's a beam that's going to go right through here. And there's a beam that's going to go through there. There's a beam that's going to come through here. They've taken some of the boarding off of those, which obviously needs to be looked at in a little bit more detail, because as we said this morning, there's a couple that didn't quite work down here, so it looks like it poured out. You can see where it poured in the corner there, look. So that bit that's empty has obviously come out the side there. They started blocking up the actual corners here as well. And it looks a bit dry down here as well, so it looks like they've had a good day of dryness. So we've now decided to put in, obviously, the storage areas now. So they've marled here, which I'll have to roll. They've taken the wall out that was here. There was a little block wall that was here. And they've marled in there as well, which is great. There's the main supporting column of the overhang of the house. Blocks, that's not changed in height. Over here has. So the irrigation area, still a bit soggy over here, so be careful. So the irrigation tanks and the pool room, that's been blocked as well. So like I said this morning, I think 4 high will be good. They've got 4 high. And then we've got a 7'6" pump room, which is where all the electronics and the pumps, etc., for the pool. And obviously this piece here is where the water is obviously an infinity edge. It goes over the side, goes into this trough here, and then obviously it will pump through into here. On the other side, they've not done that yet, I wouldn't have thought. No. The manholes and the access to that will be on the other side here. So on the top of the patio, there'll be a 2-foot overhang, and you'll go through a manhole, as you will on these 2 tanks as well, from the side. Block delivery, a lot more blocks. I feel some warmth here, God, you can feel warmth. Don't know where that's coming from. Wow, I really feel some warmth here as you walk through. Obviously the marling in here, that's going to be the steps. So at some stage, obviously height-wise, bear in mind we're going to be 9 foot up here. You'll have 4 steps that will come down to here, and then that will be a swimming pool, obviously with an angle going down to the end. So that's pretty much where we are on here. Looks like they've had a good day. So, yeah, good day by all. And then obviously what they'll do on here, they'll block through just here, on the other side, here even. They'll block through here, and that will become obviously the other storage. And then the doorway that they've got going into the basement now will be the doorway into those storage areas. And then the rest of behind me will end up becoming obviously areas full of marl. So another reasonably good day. So let's see what day 72, am I right? Day 72 holds.